Hello my lovelies, welcome to another session of our morning art pages. Well, this could be any type of art, intuitive painting sessions. Only what I'm doing here is more focused on the morning pages and the morning routine, especially the morning pages from Julia Cameron, in which we do a sort of a brain dump, but using intuitive art, meaning that we paint intuitively without intention, without any questions, which might be different than a normal intuitive painting session, where normally you have an indication, you have a desire, you have a question, you are waiting for a message. And here we just let everything go. We just go into our paint, go into a flow, and paint whatever comes. And it sort of liberates parts of us, worries and stuff like that, but all done mostly subconsciously. And that's it. So this is yesterday's page, and because I have this one that I didn't use, I'm going to use this one. And I have another little book here where I'm going to clean my brushes, and the way I did it here. And I like to do that because it means that there is less paint that is going down the drain, because in acrylic paint is not very environment friendly, and also because I love having a background. Sometimes I use it also for my portraits and stuff like that. So that's it for today. How are you? We are again outside because it's in gorgeous weather. We are mid-September here in France, and we've had a not really sunny summer, so I'm really enjoying and using outside air and beauty and elements and spirits to help me. And it's been a week of sunny, and I can't tell you how much it has improved my mental health. I have my water, I have my tea, I have my, I still don't know the name in English. It's not something, I don't know. There it is, and this is one that I've made myself using different things that appeals to me. And it's part of the ritual of starting this morning art pages. I have my hot water bottle, although I might not really need it, but that's it. And let me know in the comments, how are you doing? How if you've done this morning art practice, if it's the first time, if you have any questions about anything, about maybe something that you want to ask me, because basically what I'm doing is I'm using these pages, these videos. I'm doing my morning art page, and at the same time I'm sharing some information, some things about my routine, my art, my inspirations, a lot of things, as you can see in the previous video. So I don't have any, but I need it now. It's funny. I don't have any, it's continuing to burn. That's nice. That's a problem with these sticks. Smudging sticks, is it? I don't know. I have to check it out. It's different, contrary to the incense, so they keep on burning. So I think it is smudging sticks, they don't. Okay, I have to go back a little bit to be able to use it. So yes, no, it will come. The inspiration will come. And so I as I've told you previously, but if you are new here, intuitive painting is where you have no intention, there is no desire to make something specific. You let your intuition completely guides you with the choice of paint. Like now I'm looking at I have a bag with all my paints, and I see this color and I know it's the color that I need, and then my analytical brain tells me, what, this color mixing with this, that doesn't go well with it, you know. And that's completely what intuitive painting is. It's letting your intuition completely overtake your analytical brain. And now it's telling me to use the yellow one, and the other brain tells, no, it's ugly, it goes absolutely not with the rest of the colors. But that's the thing. There is no analyzing, there is no search for beauty, for logic, for balance, coordination, whatever. This is a moment to completely let go. Exactly like the morning pages of Julia Cameron. You just dump everything that is on your mind. But with this intuitive painting, you just don't know exactly, you know, you don't do it consciously. So this is funny. You see there is a bit of a dry paint here, and it's making this indentation, so it's sort of digging into the wet paint to reveal below, and it's quite nice, you see. And that's the beauty of intuitive paint, and this is more beauty of normal painting. It's like little errors can become good practice. So I'm still going, I think I'm going to take it out because it is a bit annoying. I'm going to put it in my dry paint. So here we have absolutely nothing. It's really I think we're going, I don't know, it looks like we might be, but I don't want to talk about it if it's not, so I don't want to let my analytical brain take over. So I'm not going to predict what it's going to come. And as you can see, it's so completely different than this one and the ones previous, if you've seen my previous video. And that's it. That's how it goes. And in normal intuitive session, you normally have a goal. You know, you have either a problem that you want to maybe you have a solution for. You might just want a message. You might want to manifest something, or you just want to, you know, to let go of something. But and sometimes you just have nothing, and you just want to do intuitive painting. And this is the same thing in the morning pages. You just want to spend some time. Okay, where is my meeting? You just want to spend some time with yourself. You want to disconnect from your brain, your analytical brain. You want to it's a bit like doing a meditation, basically. And while I'm talking, you know, what you can do is either listen to me, but if I wouldn't be talking, I would put on some nice music, or maybe even nothing, because I'm outside and there are some really lovely, you know, sounds, nature sounds. I have the wind, I have maybe some birds, maybe even passing traffic. It's quite quiet where I live, but sometimes you might have a car or a tractor, because there's quite a few fields for farmers here. Okay, I don't really need no. So I'm using now a woody. I don't know if you know what it is. Woody is water soluble pencil, but it's quite a thick one. But it doesn't work really well with wet paint. What works really well with wet paint is the Stabilo. If I can find it. Well, it's not the Stabilo, but it also works not bad. It's the Faber-Castell Graphite Aquarelle. It's a little bit less intense in the colors, but it does like to be wet. You see, it's quite nice. I don't know if I can show you. Just let's find it. Here it is. Oh, but I have to sharpen it. Well, doesn't seem very different now. So now we're going to need some water, and I'm going to use this little paintbrush. So you see it's not that, and if I use this one, then you see there is more color. It is getting a little bit messy, and that's what I was, so this is not the right paintbrush, it's too soft. I'm going to use this one. Not exactly the same, but it's close. So yeah, it's not doing what I was expecting it to do. It doesn't really give on colors. Well, it's okay, I'll just use black paint somewhere here. There it is. So you see it's very messy. And it's completely okay. Sometimes in intuitive painting you make something beautiful, a bit like this one, although I mean the background is a little bit too loud for a conventional painting, so we say, but sometimes you make things ugly things, and not really ugly in accounts, well, something that people would consider ugly, maybe yourself. And you know what, it's completely okay, because we are not making a product, we are not making something for sale, we are making something for ourselves to feel better. And life is messy, life is ugly sometimes. Not, well, yes, like maybe moments of life, depending on your point of view, but there are some, moments that I quite like it. Yes, strangely enough. And now I need some white. So I'm curious to know how you're making your intuitive art. If you want to share with me, you can go to my Facebook page. I have also a group. It feels like little worms, caterpillar stuff, black and white, why not? Yes, I will, you can find them normally, all my contacts. I have a link tree where you can find all the way to contact me. And the group would be better, because that's the only, then you can share with other people, and you might have also some nice contacts with other intuitive artists. I've made quite a few friends with different groups. This is beautiful, and it's absolutely not what I was thinking was going to happen. I was thinking I was going to make mud, and this is a very nice exercise in intuitive painting, making mud. I think I'll make it into a lesson. It's so beautiful. So we almost went there, and then that's when I said no, I don't want to share it with you, because I didn't want to sort of make it, my analytical brain taking over. So we have black and gold little squiggles, little worms going their way. We have white and also gold, apparently. Oh no, it's not gold, it's blue. Okay. So yeah, let me know also how the intuition comes to you. If it's, just by looking at the colors that if it's that you hear it somewhere in your mind. Is it like me now, that it's a mixture of either I'm hearing it, or I know it, or I see it different, And if you're just starting with intuitive painting, I will make, I don't know, either a lesson or another session of these morning art pages, where I'll go into detail. I don't know exactly, because maybe it's, you know, it's not enough just to be more structured, I don't know. But the best way to start with intuition, or in any type of intuitive practice, is to, for me it was meditation, but guided meditation. You know, when you're in the meditation, you are either, you know, asking to meet, you know, a guide. Maybe some guides, they have like presents for you, stuff like that, and that's when I started to see in the meditation, you know, things. And sometimes it would tell me, I would see myself painting, you know, at some point I saw myself painting with my fingers, I think, things like that, you know. And I think that if I would want to paint, well, I'm not using the other book to clean my brushes, I'm using water anyway. I have way too much water, I don't like it. Yes, I think if I would want to really make very intentional intuitive, you know, session, then I would also do a meditation to really be connected. So, and yes, all of my videos recording, I think I've left the, so I'm recording with you know, with my phone, and I'm recording like that, so the camera is here, so you see it upside down, and I believe I'm leaving it like that because, and I think I believe I'm leaving then the video upside down. You can still see what I'm doing. It is upside down. Okay, I have to, my leg is a little bit numb from being cross-legged all the time. And yes, so I'm not using so you're seeing my painting upside down because basically you're making your own painting. You know, it's not like a real art class where you really need to see the person what it's doing, because you're going to do the same, you know. And that's good. I mean, that's exactly what you need to do if you're really wanting to make something that someone else made, you know, like if I would, like a portrait or something figurative, or even, you know, abstract but not intuitive. For me, I mean, my point here is that you make your own, and maybe seeing what I'm doing might even influence you to make the same thing, and it's absolutely not the thing. It's not how it works, you know. It has to come from your intuition. So that's why. Yeah, that's why you don't really see on the right side. So this is getting very weird. I have no idea what's happening here. My yellow paint is very transparent. It's not really, as I said previously, I'm using cheap paints, which means that I feel much more free in using how much as I want. But they have, of course, their limitation, being, you know, either the pigmentation is not strong, which means that when they dry, they are less, the colors are less, you know, fierce. And sometimes they are too liquidy, like this one, not opaque enough, and which means that you have to do more colors, layers. But you know what? It's fine. If it's really bothering you, you know, the quality, then just buy some, you know, good quality one. It's, you know, whatever feels right for me. I'm really I don't throw away things easily, you know. I'm more an upcycling kind of person, so I won't throw away these ones unless they are really, you know, they turn bad or something. Okay, we need some white now. And you see, so this is, you know, the end of a bottle tube, and I'm dipping it with my paintbrush with yellow. So of course you wouldn't do that. Well, you wouldn't do that if you would be painting maybe something special or whatever. But for me, intuitive painting, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not mixing any paint, you know, any colors, I mean. In intuitive painting, it's really easier if you already have all the colors. Because if you have to stop and mix paint, then you're losing the flow. You're not in the flow anymore. At least that's how I see it. So that's why I don't have a palette as well. Sometimes I might, you know, I have sometimes, you know, I have this really nice hot pink. Well, that I really love, that makes me so joyous, and I have not done it a lot, very often, but I know it gives me so much joy that I can sort of make an exception and make it a part. But it's not often. Oh, okay. Now it's asking me to do the hot pink, strangely enough. But because I have white here and it's quite, I'm going to see if I can. Here we go. You see, it's sort of mixing it. And I'm using sunglasses because the sun is very strong. So I'm not really sure what if what I'm seeing is exactly the colors, but it's fine. This session are more a present moment sort of activity. You might have messages, a bit like meditation. You might do meditation, and it's just about getting quiet and enjoying the present moment. A bit like when you're walking or when you're writing. At some point you might just come into a sort of flow that will make it more intuitive, and you will start getting messages. But sometimes it's just all about the present moment, enjoying, disconnecting. Okay, so this is really messy, and it's fine. My paintbrush is also very messy as well, and it's pretty hot today, really hot. We'll see. So this looks, so before it looked a bit more like like worms, and now I see more like waves, and it's fun. Oh God, it's hot. It's getting hot in here. I don't know if this is good for my camera. So, oh. Okay, we need some black again. Well, this wasn't the right. So yes, I think today's session was all about, well, not all about, but about messiness. And it's very liberating. It's a little bit like my making muds lesson that I still have to make. It's really liberating to make messy paintings, messy anything, especially when you're an artist. I am very messy anyway. I'm not really. It's okay. It's getting okay. Now I have the song in my mind. It's getting hot in here. That's the only words I know. So I won't go very far. So the black is wanting to stay, as you can see. It was almost covered, and now it wants to be back. And I do like black. I mean, some people don't like it for their own reason, and there is a reason. It could be like something you could sort of try and understand why you have problem with black. I love it. Well, I love it. I mean, in painting I love it. In clothes is not really. I don't have many black stuff. But yes, because it also makes such a contrast. I mean, if you look a bit before and now, there is so much contrast. Black helps you see also the other colors. You see them more. Blue wants to come back again. That's interesting. Okay, no, this one. That's this one. But it wants to be straight. Oops. Oh, I dirtied the next page. Well, that's how it goes. Yes, it's funny. The blue wants to come back, but straight, not in a squiggle or a worm like. It reminds me, I think I have a painting that it's so funny that, you know, after a while you will sort of have, why is this one not covering the page before? Sometimes you have the feeling that you've already made a painting like that. This, you know, what we call déjà vu, or déjà vu, I don't know how you say it in English, because it's French. And yes, it feels like I've already painted something like that. And maybe it's because it's a déjà vu of something, of this moment, or maybe it's really because I painted this before, I don't know. But I have this, you know, sometimes. Oh, this is lovely. I don't know really what it all means. And it's fine. Okay, now I want to do some white. And when you're going quite fast, like now, you know, that's when you know also that you are completely in the intuition mode and not the mind mode. Because if you would be in the mind mode, you would stop and, you know, analyze what you're doing, you know, how to make it beautiful, how to give it sense. And now I'm not. It's a bit like when you're doing intuitive writing. I don't know if you've tried it. I've done it. And yeah, sometimes it goes too fast. Like now I feel like it's going too fast. And you can just say, okay, it's too fast. Can we slow down? Here we go. See? Sometimes it's your hand that is guiding. Oof, that is receiving intuition. Okay, my leg. Oh, it's good also. Oh, I'm dripping sweat. I need the darker. Here it is. So it feels like there is a water element. You see? We have water. Okay, so I just heard in my mind that water is emotion, so okay, I don't know. And so we have the water that is surrounding the dark worms. It's also very satisfying to paint. Oops. Okay, I don't need it. Very satisfying to paint with a lot of paint. It gives another dimension, you know. It's almost physical. A bit like when you're painting, when you know, using pottery, you know, when using earth and other elements, you know, sculpture and stuff. It's almost getting 3D. Very satisfying for me. I mean, it might be different for you, but for me, very satisfying. Okay, strangely enough, this one doesn't want to cross here. Funny, isn't it? Okay. I believe we're finished. And I don't know really what I've painted. And that's exactly how it goes. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, sometimes you understand later on. Clean this one because it's quite a lot of paint. And it's fine. It's fine not to understand. As I say repeatedly, you might be bored now of me telling you the same thing, but it's exactly what it is. It's not understanding, it's letting go, it's going with the flow. Oops. And so okay, I'm just going to do it differently. I'm going, although for you it's not very different, but I'm going to do it like that so that you can see it. And yes, so for me, we have these sort of black worms, which could be like moments in your life, you know, ups and downs, worms, rivers, you know, and then we have the water. It does feel like a river, this one, but there's also like an M, could be an M or a W, I don't know. M is my last name, that's my last name. This one doesn't really know, and it's fine. It might come later, it doesn't come, it might come like months later when I will see it again and I will see what it means, and it's all fine. So I'm going out of the sun. I hope you liked this video. I hope give me a little like. It is no, you don't do hearts, I think, in YouTube, but yeah, a like, you know, you can subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you've done, if you've painted something while doing this video. And I hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.